Hi, everybody. Welcome to another GameItAll.com Twitchcast. My name's Lucas Grimm.
This is David. I punched the Easter. Twitchcast. This is David. I punched the Easter Bunny.
All right. What? You're still punching the Easter Bunny?
I did it once, and that's my claim to fame. I don't think I can go anywhere beyond that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna die one day, and my grandkids are gonna be like, before I pass away, they're gonna be like, "Tell us that story again."
Tell us the story about the time you punched the Easter Bunny.
Tell us how you vanquished that foe.
Horrible. So, we haven't been back with the podcast for a while. That's been a couple weeks, and there was a lot of news that passed during that time. We had the big Call of Duty announcements, which was leaked way beforehand, and then now fully confirmed with some new information. We've also been seeing trademark battles, game movies, a whole bunch of other stuff happening. So this is going to be an interesting podcast to talk through.
Yeah, I'm excited.
As soon as you lower your voice, just
so yeah, we'll take a look here. So the best thing. So one of the major things, as we can now tell, is that my background's changed. I am now situated in my bedroom. So you see people walking in the back, which is likely my wife. Hi, honey.
Hello, Kate.
David says hi.
Am I being seen right now?
No, you're not.
Okay.
So, aside from all that, let's talk about Call of Duty. The big reveal, Call of Duty World War II. And
there's been moments over the years where I've been like, you know what, maybe this time Call of Duty, you're gonna do me good, and I'm gonna give you all my money. But I've never been this headfirst into being like, just take it. Here's my social insurance number and the last 4 digits of my credit card.
I don't know.
Call of Duty.
Infinite Warfare. That burned me so bad. And it's not the fact that I was expecting it to be good, because I wasn't. I wasn't expecting it to be good. It's just, it was worse than what my expectations were. So,
you know what? I'm an avid Call of Duty fan. Like, I still have a card that says Call of Duty Elite Founder in my wallet. And like, I show it as like, for Modern Warfare 3 Hardened Edition, like I show it when I get ID'd for like alcohol, and they're just like, this proves nothing to us. Why do you have this? I'm like, I need somebody to,
to validate this.
Reassure me that, validate me for this stupid card that I got for spending $200 on Modern Warfare 3.
That was such a. What was the point of the whole Elite system?
It's basically a season pass. That's what it was. It was a season pass before they announced it season pass, because back then they didn't have season passes specifically set, like when Modern Warfare 3 rolled through. So Call of Duty started this thing called the Founders, or Call of Duty Elite. And the first time they did Call of Duty Elite was for Modern Warfare 3. So if you did get it, you got all the DLC, whatnot, all grouped in, which was at the time was amazing, because Call of Duty DLC back then was just like the time you found out your parents forgot to lock the dirty channels on satellite TV. Like it was wild. And you got this card that said, thank you for supporting Elite. You're a founder. And it's even got a PIN number on the back, like an ID. And like, it just never came to fruition. They had it in a couple of games after that, where all your accounts would link up.
Black Ops 2, or was that? Yeah, it was Black Ops 2 after Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, it was all connected. Yeah. It was all connected. And then I think Ghosts didn't have a part in it. If it did, I don't remember it. And then Advanced Warfare was just like, no.
Yeah,
but
no,
one thing I learned
everyone's doing season pass now. We're just going to go with that.
Yeah, we're hopping the train. But like, as an avid fan, in 15 years, Infinite Warfare is the first Call of Duty game I still haven't purchased, and that's saying a lot.
Oh,
like, yeah. I haven't even purchased it for Modern Warfare Remastered, which hurts me. because
It's
I will not give Infinity Ward credit anymore for anything. It's all about Sledgehammer Games, as Call of Duty World War II is about to prove.
that is
I mean?
true. And Sledgehammer Games, last one that they worked with was Advanced Warfare, which, as of a story mode, that one actually did really well.
Oh, Kevin Spacey as a bad guy? Yes, sir.
Kevin Spacey as a bad guy, Troy Baker as the good guy. The exoskeletons were great.
Oh, man. And like, multiplayer wasn't bad. It was good.
Multiplayer was very entertaining.
Yeah, they had a lot of good stuff, and they would constantly release free updates that you didn't need a season pass for, like free weapons. The best weapon they ever did was like an old school 6-shooter. And that was a free update, and that had me playing the game again for at least 2 more weeks trying to master those weapons. And that was the first game they introduced like variations of each weapon that mattered. You know what I mean? Like each one had different quirks to it.
That's true. So we're likely going to see something similar to that with the variations in World War II. It's kind of just stuck around since then, and it seems to be that they're going to focus more on that as well in the multiplayer. During the event, they didn't say much about multiplayer in the event. They mentioned a lot on the single-player mode, which was going to be focusing on at least one soldier in one of the U.S. Army members, or the Marines, going in on D-Day. They mentioned that. Aside from everything else, there was a female resistant fighter, possible playing as a child, possibly playing as a German soldier at one point, apparently. And all these things just kind of came up as, like, it's likely that you're going to have this, but we're not going to tell exactly right now. The only two that we will confirm is that you'll have the female resistant fighter and you'll have their main character. So they're bringing back that swap storyline. I'm half and half on that, personally.
I liked the way they did it.
Well, I liked it when they went, here's your one character, here's his journey.
I don't know. I like the storytelling in Modern Warfare series, like the way it swapped back and forth, the different perspectives.
See,
they kicked ass. I thought.
I thought that was good until I started wondering what the fuck is going on with each character. I'm like, okay, I'm here, I'm doing this, and now let's go do this other thing. I'm like,
I don't know. It's a good storytelling tool.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, proper explanation would be Modern Warfare 2, no Russian.
That worked. Like, when they do the missions like that, like no Russian, and I'm going to use Black Ops for an example on this one as well. About halfway through Black Ops, they switch you from being Mason to Handler. And those missions made sense with everything that was happening because it's still kind of stuck with the one storyline.
Yep.
So, and like no Russian was the setting piece. Here you go. This is what's happening. This is what's going to start the shit.
Yeah, and it definitely set up Makarov as like a proper villain as far as like story building goes. Like that was, splendid.
Yeah, because Modern Warfare 1, I felt like didn't do that. It was just barely hitting.
No, but they did have.
But wasn't Makarov in the first one, anyways? Or was he only mentioned?
He wasn't really mentioned. Yeah, he was mentioned, and then they showed his flashbacks to where he was in those events in the third game, essentially, when you're playing as Yuri, which was another character swap I liked. But the first game, the one story swap they did was, I think his name was Paul Allen. I forget.
Like the U.S. Marine that gets hit by the nuke?
Yeah, because that was the first time in almost any game series, like streamlined, like first-person shooter, AAA titles, where you were helpless, you were powerless, and like they even gave you that hope of crawling out of the plane to make you feel like you're gonna make it out all right. But then the game swiftly reminds you that no,
you fucked
you're dead.
You're dead.
Yeah, and like that, I remember playing that for the first time and going like, oh, shit. Like Call of Duty used to be a series of innovation and like amazing storytelling, and it just seems like and it could be when the guys from Infinity Ward said, fuck this, we're gonna go make awesome mech games called Titanfall. They lost that story integrity and like the gameplay standards that they used to live up to.
Yeah, because you look at Titanfall 2 and it's like, the fuck is this? This is awesome.
That story alone, like that's the first time in a multiplayer driven game, I was like wowed by the story to the point where it's like I can't decide if I like the story more than multiplayer. Because it was fluid, it was well written. And like Sledgehammer games, they seem to kind of have that flair that Infinity Ward used to bring to the table, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's obvious that the good guys from Infinity Ward went with Respawn.
Oh yeah, it shows.
So back to World War II. Some major things that they did mention. There's going to be some drastic gameplay changes. This is what I'm excited for this game. No more duck and cover, suck my thumb, and heal mechanic. So there's going to be a large focus on a squad and keeping your medic alive and having your medic heal you. And if you run out of bullets, you're not going to just find like weapon caches all over the place. You need your allies to throw you ammo. So there's a big difference there that like we're not seeing, I'm just walking into everything and just blasting everybody, because that's not how it works in World War II. We're going in limited ammo, limited everything, and we get shot, we need somebody to heal us or else we're going to bleed out. So that is what they mentioned. Now, we're going to have to wait till E3 to actually see this in action, though, I think.
Yeah.
Because I have seen developers go, here's this one major change in the gameplay, nothing changed.
Yeah.
So hopefully, World War II looks like it's going to be much better. You can't go any lower than what Infinite Warfare did. Like storyline wise and everything.
Yeah, I heard the story was like tolerable, but multiplayer was just like, imagine if Black Ops 3 was bad.
I will agree with that.
Terrible comparison.
Infinite Warfare, I felt sluggish. Like, this is coming off, I just got done playing Titanfall. I load up Infinite Warfare. It has a similar mechanic to wall running and all this other junk. Just no Titans. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of what Black Ops 3 felt like anyways. So we'll just keep it going. Wall running felt sluggish. My character felt like he was overburdened. Like, yeah, it felt like if I was playing Fallout 4, I was overburdened the entire time.
Yep.
And
another thing they mentioned about World War II is social space.
Yes, so that is a big thing. A Destiny-like social space. How is that going
to get to me?
I don't know how.
I don't know. Like in multiplayer, I feel like the aesthetic and the feeling is going to be like a forward camp.
No, possibly like how like having a small squad do a mission type deal.
Yeah, or just like a typical field command. Yeah, they have the tents, the medic tents.
I could see that. That could work.
I feel like that'd be awesome. I mean, they wouldn't be able to have things kiosks to buy stuff. I mean, they probably will. It's Activision, no matter which way you look at it.
They'll probably have something because you have if you have the variation weapons, or maybe that's where you go in to actually start updating your weapons and attachments and all that. Maybe you have to purchase attachments even. It's hard to say. Once again, we're going to know a lot more at E3 this year, and I'm excited to see that once. Like I said, I was excited to see. Okay, I'm saying this wrong. Most of the time when I go to E3 events or when I watch E3 events, I am excited to see Call of Duty being shown because this is the first time we're actually getting to see the new game in action, and we're going to get to have everything just kind of go. So see a story mode, see a multiplayer mission, and just get a good glimpse of what is different. Because Infinite Warfare, I will admit, did fool me this at E3. We got to see one of the better missions of the single player game, only to get pretty much thrown into the rest of it is going to be crap. So don't bother.
Yeah, I'm excited for E3, and I get excited for E3. Who doesn't? It's one of those things. But some years they have down years, and other years they have hey, Fallout 4 reveal, and then they can hear me screaming all the way from Los Angeles and crying like a child. You know what I mean? Some years they have that, and I feel like this year, especially this year, I'm gonna have that same thing because, just fingers crossed, no confirmations yet that Insomniac's Spider-Man's gonna be there this year, but it's gotta be. It's gotta be.
That's a high chance that one's going to be there.
Well, especially with Homecoming coming out this year too, right? They'd miss a big opportunity if they just decidedly said no, because I need that game. I need a good
at least
Spider-Man
show
game.
us. It doesn't have to be announced that it's going to be this year, but at least show us what's happening. That would be great.
Oh yeah,
I would definitely enjoy that.
They pretty much already confirmed the rumors that it is going to be a 2017 release.
There's been two different rumors right now. One is that yes, it's going to happen, and the other is don't expect it. Yeah,
I'm going to go with the one that's saying yes, just because.
Just to get your hopes up.
I need this. Yeah, I need this in my life, Luke. I don't think you understand.
Oh, I understand completely. I want that game a lot. So we'll detour from Call of Duty for a little bit because pretty much we talked everything that we have for World War II. Which, I'm excited for this one. I don't know if I'm going to jump right in, but hey, this is usually with Call of Duty. I end up doing that anyways. Even the one that I go, oh man, this looks like it sucks. I usually jump in right away anyways.
Yeah, and they need a win to win me back over to that series. Also the Black Ops 3 DLC.
Yeah, so
got me my interest peaked.
Okay, yeah. So we'll talk the Black Ops 3 DLC because they did confirm that this weekend, which is Treyarch is releasing all the classic zombie maps on Black Ops 3. So that includes. Let me pull up the thing here.
It's almost like they're doing this to say hey fans, we know we let you down by letting Infinity Ward out of their cage again. So take some of your favorite maps. Maybe you'll like us again. Who knows? And you know what? It works. It feels like Treyarch's just burying Infinity Ward right now.
Treyarch is burying Infinity Ward, and Sledgehammer is just nailing that tombstone in.
Yeah, because Treyarch and Infinity Ward were the biggest competitors. 1 year was Infinity Ward, next was Treyarch, and back in the day, I preferred the Modern Warfare over Black Ops, even though they're both good. But now it's just Treyarch knows. They taste Infinity Ward's fear, and they've banked on it. They were just yes.
And that was my thing. Treyarch, I always enjoyed Treyarch for what they've done. World at War wasn't the best Call of Duty, but was still really good.
Boundaries as far as what you could show for gore and stuff, though. I remember that.
Yeah, for a Call of Duty game, because before that, Call of Duty was this is kind of tame, kind of almost Halo-ish, where it was there's not a whole lot of blood happening. Everything's fine. But
and then World at War's hey, shoot this guy in the stomach, and you'll see his guts trail out behind him. And I was damn, what?
We're gonna burn a guy's eye out with a cigar. And just,
oh my god, yes.
That scene was ridiculous. That was fucking crazy. And then they brought in Black Ops, which for me that was the turning point of the Call of Duty storytelling, because that was. That twist at the end of Black Ops was fucking ridiculous. That was awesome.
That was the best sci-fi game ever.
It turned
twist alone.
it turned into a sci-fi game and covert operations. It was fucking great.
The numbers, Mason. What about the numbers?
And then as it slowly progressed, everything was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And they knew that, but even before they started working with Call of Duty, they did the Quantum of Solace game, which was fucking solid. For a movie that sucked, Quantum of Solace, the game was amazing.
It was fun, right? A lot of people hated on it, and like I didn't understand. I was like, this is actually like, as far as gameplay mechanics go, and like wanting to play a good James Bond game for the first time in like 10 years, damn, like it was good, and I digged it.
Yeah.
And the multiplayer was solid too, funny enough, even though nobody like played it. I did.
The people that did play it really enjoyed it, like especially the nail gun missions.
Yeah. Like one of the unlockable weapons near the end, it's just like use all your points. And I was like, what? And I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna shoot whoever I think is supposed to be Blofeld from Casino Royale, who turned out to not be Blofeld. I'm just gonna shoot everybody with a nail gun, just to be like, not this time, Blofeld.
So yeah.
What a good time.
Let's talk about E3. E3 wasn't on our docket, but we'll talk about it because this year is fucking weird. We have EA starting off the events on Saturday prior to like the E3 week starting.
Yep.
So EA is just going full on, hey, we're showing everything we got on Saturday. And then the next day we have Microsoft, Bethesda, and then Monday we have PC Gaming Show, Ubisoft, and then Sony. So we still have the Monday event, which is going to be, there you go. That's the big show. But before that, you still have like the three major people showing their own thing.
Yep.
It's really weird.
It's going to be wild.
So yeah, it's both a blessing and a curse, I find, at this point. Blessing for us as all the information we're getting isn't all in one day, and our site's not going to get loaded with like crazy traffic at that point. The second thing is it's going to suck because we usually do the whole big day, right? SlyCon. Yeah. It's we're at Sly's place, beer, everything, and we like stream the entire show. It's a fucking great time. It's not really happening with PC Gaming Show and everybody else, but hey, why not?
No, but I find this works a little better in like the general favor, because a lot of the times people would ignore certain days of E3 because they couldn't give a shit, right? But now they've got it spaced out for like all the big time slots over the course of the entirety of E3. So the viewership and attendees are going to be there for a lot more than they usually would, right?
Yeah, exactly. And as usual, I'm going to mention this as well as a slight promotion for the event. We will be streaming all of the shows, so that will be on our Twitch channel. And, of course, me and Pino will definitely be doing some commentary over it as well. So if you want to watch us make fun of it. And, David, you are also invited to SlyCon. So if you can get the day off of work.
Well, if it's on a weekend, yes.
Yeah.
If not, no, I don't know. But we'll see.
All
I
right.
almost bought tickets to E3 this year. I don't even have a passport, but I almost bought tickets.
It is open to everyone this year, so that would have been great.
Right? I would have just been, the man on the spot, live interviews with David Hawkyard. Yeah, hey, can I, Peter Molyneux, can I get a word? This is David from GameItAll. Who and what? So, Peter, what's it like to have a reputation of just dog shit all the time? Do tell.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's the day that I get knocked out by Peter Molyneux, so I change my handle to David. I got punched in the face by Peter Molyneux. And you know what? That's not a bad name.
That's not a bad name. A little runny, but
it's got moxie.
So aside, back to Call of Duty for a little bit here, because there is one other thing we forgot to talk about, which is a rumor at this point. So just want to make sure, rumor alert. Call of Duty Remastered is likely coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC. It was released earlier on GameFly that this was actually going to be happening, and then GameFly has taken down its record of it. So probably an E3 announcement, I'm going to say, another one. We're less than a month from the show, so I mean, it wouldn't surprise us.
I wouldn't be surprised if they announced like a triple pack, 1, 2, and 3.
And that's a lot of work for Raven.
Yeah, but that's their bread and butter now, essentially.
Yeah,
I haven't seen them pump out too much of their own.
No, they've become a Call of Duty affiliate. They're pretty much the fourth studio. So they mainly work on like doing the multiplayer junk, but they come in and help with all the other stuff. Same with High Moon Studio. That's why we haven't seen anything with them for a long time. It's because they're working on Call of Duty as well. They have like 6 studios working on Call of Duty, with only 3 of them actually announced and like in a starring role.
Yeah, which is good because each game gets the attention it needs, minus Infinite Warfare. I feel like they're releasing Modern Warfare Remastered just for the general public to purchase because Infinity Ward's like, we're losing money. What do we do?
We screwed up. Oh, God. Well, hopefully they learn their lesson and just, maybe finish a series before you go on to another one. Looking at
but nobody was just like, make another Ghost, man. Oh, I really want Ghosts too.
I know at least 4 people that have said, I want to finish the story of Ghosts because, they ended it on such a fucking cliffhanger. And at the same time, like, you remember the rest of the game, right? It wasn't that great.
No, the story was coherent. Like, I mean,
it was coherent. And it's like,
you got to play as a sick fucking dog.
That is true. So yeah, I would have accepted Ghost too, to be honest.
I expected it.
And instead we got Mass Effect first-person shooter without the sex.
Yeah, and I've had enough disappointments by Mass Effect this year so far, so you fucking dial it back there, Infinity Ward. Please and thank you.
So let's talk about one of our favorite subjects. The Injustice 2 comes out later this month.
Oh my God.
On the 16th.
Oh, my body is ready.
Really excited for that. Since we didn't have the podcast for a couple weeks, we got shown Brainiac, we got shown Darkseid in action. There was a shitload of other stuff that was announced, like how the gear is going to work, and a lot more one-on-one character show-off things, like character profiles. Now, we've also gotten our first batch of downloadable fighters.
Jesus Christ.
Which is Red Hood, which, of course, big fan favorite. A lot of people wanted him in the game one way or another.
He's the pinnacle of that series at this point. Like, the Robin who came back, Batman's greatest failure. Like, he's star-studded as far as, like, DC canon characters go, and that's a perfect addition.
Now, how much you want to bet that this Red Hood isn't actually Jason Todd?
I will bet $0 on that because it's Jason Todd. There's only one real Red Hood.
I'm going to bet, because of how the Injustice comic has been going.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's going to be Dick Grayson.
Yeah, but he. Oh, I was about to say yeah, but he did, and I was like, so was Jason Todd.
So was
Whoopsie.
Jason Todd.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bet that right now because that does seem like it would be, a decent twist out of all that. The
Yeah,
new
but
Robin
like
is Damian. He killed the old Robin, became Nightwing.
he died in the dumbest way though in the Injustice comic, so I don't know how that would fit in. He slipped and like hit his head on a rock, like
Yeah.
$1 million baby.
That is exactly what happened. But then again, one of the other DLC characters that was are hidden in the background, what people believe is going to be the DLC character, is also dead in the world. So I'm not sure how that's going to turn out.
Which one?
We'll get to him after, though, because
Okay.
I want to talk about the rumored hidden people. So the other one that was in it is a favorite Teen Titan, Starfire, and
Heck
she looks like the comic version of Starfire, which is awesome.
I hope that they do like the later New 52 Starfire when they tried to redo her image, because her and Red Hood had their own comics with Arsenal from Arrow.
Yeah,
called Red Hood and the
Red
Outlaws.
Hood and the Outlaws.
Yeah, and she was just straight up just boning both of them because yeah, no, really, like that was a plot point in the first run of Red Hood and the Outlaws, where she was just like, human emotions are strange to her and whatnot, and she just enjoys like the feeling of love. So like sometimes Roy Harper would be giving it to her, and then other times Jason would be giving it to her, and then one time there was both of them giving it to her. And I was like, you're ruining Teen Titans for me. Like I watched this shit as a kid, and now reading Red Hood and the Outlaws, I was like, I don't know how I feel. I was like, oh my god, why?
So the last character, Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat.
Yep, wonderful,
Yep.
great. Fuck you,
Thanks.
Ed Boon.
Thanks, Ed. Like, don't get me wrong. I like Mortal Kombat as much as the next guy. Scorpion was actually a lot of fun to play as in Injustice 1, but there are plenty of other DC characters to choose from. So why?
Yeah, like even if they threw in like Scarface from Batman, and you just fight as this timid dude with a goddamn mannequin on his arm, like I'd be cool with that more so than I'm cool with Sub-Zero. Like,
we also have. There's going to be 9 DLC characters coming in, so we also have other people coming in for this aside from Sub-Zero, and one of those images looks to be Raiden from Mortal Kombat as one of those packs, who's standing next to a much bigger person, which people are saying that this is likely Beast Boy in a animal form. Beast Boy is dead in the Injustice comics.
yeah,
he was smushed by Superboy.
fucking Superboy, you big dick.
Oh well, it wasn't his
Like-
fault. It was fucking Joker blew up Metropolis and he tried to shield him. He's like, "Oh, I'll save you." Blast, crunch, dead. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Another character that
Stop.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, stop putting Mortal Kombat characters. You did it once, Boone, with Sub-Zero.
We don't need any more. We're good.
I spent $150 on your goddamn game. Don't you dare. Don't you.
The other character that is that's likely to be in that pack, they are rumoring Vixen. That should be interesting.
That makes sense.
I could see Vixen.
I'd like Vixen.
The other group, I can only tell one of the other two, and no one else seems to have any idea of who they would be. So I'm open to suggestions for that as well.
I have my Dreamcast picks.
Well, right now the other pack of characters, one of them is going to be Black Manta. Which
that's all right.
That's all right.
Because the first game had like no Aquaman villains. Like it seems like everybody was still in that state of like, he talks to fish, fuck that guy, he's useless. But Black Manta is terrifying.
Oh yeah, he's a fucking great bad guy.
Right? Him and like Ocean Master. Good grief.
And then there's two other people hiding. We don't know who they are. I know Ed Boon did tweet out the possibility of Reptile being in Injustice 2. But
Oh my god.
this is what I'm going to say. If they are going to have Sub-Zero and then Reptile comes in, make him a premium skin. We all have the premiums. We know about the premium skin that they have now where Flash turns into Reverse Flash.
Hal Jordan turns into Jon Stewart.
Yeah, exactly. Supergirl, Power Girl, and apparently Captain Cold and Mr. Freeze.
That's awesome.
I'm fine with that one.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Like a decent like ice character. Like I thought Mr. Freeze was going to be one on there to begin with, and then they said no, Captain Cold, and I was like, perfect, because they didn't have any major Flash villains really.
This one
in
they
the
went
first game either.
Gorilla Grodd and
Yeah,
Captain Cold. They
the popularity
more
of the show.
evened out them. That's what I find. They gave more of the villains and more of the heroes to collide with them.
Exactly, like
all Batman villains.
yeah, the first, yeah, and that's great. Like that's what it needs essentially.
Yeah,
at least that's my take. The only thing they do have the Batman villains. Like obviously, you knew the Joker was going to be in it.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing that they revealed. Joker. I actually like the design of this one. It's like half Suicide Squad, half normal Joker.
I do not like it.
You don't like it?
I do. No, because they just I don't know. And the fact they still have the same voice actor from the first Injustice makes sense. Perfect. But he doesn't fit the voice, the design of the character itself. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Like, he looks like Jared Leto and Heath Ledger had a sweet, sweet baby. But, like, I don't want that. I don't want that. Oh.
You don't want Jared Leto and Heath Ledger to have a sweet, sweet baby?
No, not in this game. The only thing I can say about the Joker is, one, you better have a really awesome Killing Joke skin to make me not hate that character in this game.
Likely.
And two, his finish, like his special, brings back some horrific memories in a good way of, him viciously beating a man to death with a crowbar and then throwing dynamite at them.
It's definitely good to have Red Hood back.
Yeah. Like, I want those two to clash in, like, if it is Jason Todd, I want them to have the awkward, like, match beginning moments that they have in most of, NetherRealm Studios stuff.
Yes.
Right?
That would
work
be
quite
very
well.
interesting. Okay, so
Yep.
Prey came out this week. And,
one more thing.
Oh, sure.
One more thing. Injustice 2. They still have the rumor that Ed Boon is including a Watchmen character into
You know what?
the set of fighters.
Let me bring up those images.
Now, the rumor, primarily, obviously, it's not going to be Dr. Manhattan, I can tell you that much, because he would just
Kill
whip out
everybody.
his big blue dong and just fucking disintegrate people.
His big blue dong would actually be an attack.
Yeah, right? He just takes off that fucking weird spandex thing he's got going on and just drop it on you.
You know what? It's
He can make it as big
possible.
as he wants.
It's possible. I'm looking at these two shadows next to Black Manta. And even next to Raiden, the girl, it could be, instead of Vixen, it probably could be Silk Spectre.
Silk Spectre. I wouldn't want Jupiter in it, though.
Now,
Like, I'd want Rorschach. He's top pick. You know what I mean?
From what I can see, if I'm looking at the two characters next to Black Manta, one of them could be Night Owl.
Yeah, and like I understand where they're coming from with Night Owl, and that's fine by me. But at the same time, give me Rorschach.
Yeah, Rorschach. I would have loved to have Rorschach more.
And then possibly
I don't know
Comedian.
who the other guy is though. Like he's just tiny. So
The Atom. I haven't seen the silhouette.
okay, here, just 1 second. I'll send you the link.
All right, I'll take a gander. But yeah, like Comedian or Rorschach would be two fantastic choices.
Oh, wait. Comedian. Let me... it could be. I'm not going to deny it. Could be a Comedian.
Yeah, like I'd like Comedian, big time. But like,
Hey, kitty.
I think it'd be hilarious if they took like villains from Watchmen. Like, you get to play as
Ozymandias.
like Moloch.
Oh, yeah, you get to play Moloch. Cancer-ridden Moloch.
Right? Wouldn't that be fantastic? Or like, not even playing as Ozymandias, but like you can play as Asbestos, this fucking awesome lynx cat creature.
Yeah, I'd take that as well.
Yeah.
Either one.
Beast Boys.
That'd be great.
One of Beast Boy's forms.
Yeah, if they do include Beast Boy, if that's the small guy that they keep showing, then yeah, I'd be all up for that still.
Yeah.
Should be interesting though. We'll see how. You know what? I have this feeling that Night Owl would probably be more of a premium skin for Batman.
Right.
That sounds like something they would do. I don't know. It's hard to say. So let's talk about some lawsuit stuff with Bethesda, with the fact that Prey came out this week. So one of the big games that we were really excited for this year, Arcane's Prey. The opening demo came out. It actually sold me more on the game than anything else that we've seen with it, and it looks fucking phenomenal. It plays phenomenal from what I played. Now, here's the thing. There is a indie developer called No Matter Studios who's working on a game called Pray for the Gods. It's a very kind of dark Shadow of the Colossus style game. So, Pray for the Gods had a legal issue that they had to deal with ZeniMax Media, the parent company of Bethesda, because they own the trademarks to the word pray. So, No Matter Studios could not use Pray for the Gods as the title, but because the game has gone through Kickstarter, gap funding, and is pretty much almost done from completion or development, they had to change their name. So they have now changed it to Pray for the Gods, which is Praey instead of Prey. It's a good turnaround. I mean, it's going to suck when you try to look for it in Steam or anything, which could hurt the development process or how it receives money after this point. But you know, that was what both companies went with agreement, and they really didn't want to go into a full trademark infringement fight and deal with all this because they're a tiny team of three people building this awesome looking game. Highly recommend looking it up, by the way, if anybody's ever don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Game looks phenomenal.
Imagine if they did a movie. 3 men went against one studio. David versus Goliath. Whatever the hell the studio is called versus Bethesda. American Crime Story. Season 2.
God damn. So, Bethesda did come back with a response to Polygon when they sent out a request to get more information on it. And they pretty much said they had to do it. Like, if we don't oppose the mark, we risk our Prey trademark, and that is not acceptable. Unfortunately, that's how trademark law works.
Yeah, that's just general business.
Yeah. It kind of sucks that everything, like, because, you know, you look up Prey, you know what you're getting. You look up Pray for the Gods, still, you kind of know what you're getting from that. It's not the same game. But
yeah,
the naming, trademark bullshit, everything kind of sucks for these guys. I hope the game does much better. And hopefully this actually, despite it being kind of bad publicity in one way, it's still publicity for the development team so that more people will know about it.
That's the first I heard of the game, right? Was from their legal disputes, and that's what piqued my interest. So,
And now that you've seen it, like you said, it looks fucking amazing, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just worried about if you search "Pray for the Gods" in Google, you're just gonna get a bunch of
American Gods stuff.
No, not of it. Well, that'd be all right, but religious websites. I like sites being like, "There's only one God. Pray for him." But yeah, I feel like they're stuck in between a rock and a hard place with it. It can go either way. It can go fantastically for them because their game's going to be a solid original idea, like original concept for it, or it's going to suffer greatly because of the legal dispute.
Why is it when I search "Pray for the Gods" I get images of Snooki?
That's it. They're ruined. The game's going to suck. That's it. Your publicity's gone to this shithole. Unless it's like YouTube links to that one time Snooki got punched in the face.
Sure, we'll do that.
I don't condone violence, but I still cannot not snicker when I see that video. Oh my god.
It's just one of those things that they're like,
Yeah. It's just like this dude rolls up and just knocks her out in the middle of the bar. And this guy lost his job and everything because he did what we all thought about doing. At least once.
Punching somebody from Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Just and the worst part was his punch crossed another girl's face and she fell down too. He got a double whammy. It was brutal to watch, and I felt bad for the other girl so much. She was just standing there, and this dude rolls up. His fist hits her nose, and then zooms by her nose, and then hits Snooki right in the bone zone, drops her. But then the other girl's whoa, and stumbling around, and I was like, "Geez, collateral damage." You, my lady, are the same thing as that terrible Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, collateral damage, and we all want to forget that ever happened. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
So the last thing that we're going to talk about here real quick, because we're almost out of time, the Gears of War movie is finally moving forward. So we have a veteran screenwriter, Shane Salerno, whose writing credits include Michael Bay's Armageddon.
Oh no! You just sunk it right there for me.
Yeah. And Ubisoft's Ghost Recon's Wildlands. He's also one of the writers that's helping James Cameron with one of the 4 planned sequels to Avatar. Other credits includes Ted, Central Intelligence, and Patriots Day. So yeah, that's Oh wait, no, sorry, I misread that from the report. That he's joining the cast or the crew of Bluegrass Films, who include Scott Struber and Dylan Clark, whose production companies include Ted, Central Intelligence, and Patriots Day. There we go. So yeah, my fuck up on that side. So they're working with Coalition Studios to make sure that they are making a legitimate Gears of War movie. I don't know how much that's actually going to be a legitimate Gears of War movie with Coalition, because I feel like that should have been working more with Epic to get the original story.
Also, how are they going to handle body types in a live?
I don't know how they're going to handle this movie, in general, just because there's one of 3 different ways that this can go. We could have a straight up adaptation of the games, which, okay, yeah, sure, I'll watch that still. We can have a continuation of the games, which is something that we're seeing with like Dark Tower now, where it's a continuation of the books.
Yep.
Or we can have the what was the war before E-Day?
Oh, I forget. It's been a
It's
while
been
since
so long since I played that, so I forget now.
Yeah.
So it could be a prequel. Or it could even be E-Day. So, yeah, there we go. It could be...
It could be E-Day. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like if anything, they would go with E-Day because that's in the series itself.
It's one of the biggest things that they keep talking about, but it's never shown.
Yeah.
And
Like brief flashbacks here and there, but no substance to E-Day.
no, we kind of want to see that. We want to see what E-Day, like the horrors of E-Day, of this new enemy coming up from the ground and just fucking wiping everyone out. Like that hopelessness that's in that would be great for a movie.
Yeah.
Maybe not for a whole lot of people, because I'm one of those people that don't like happy endings. I don't know why. You get happy endings and everything, so let the bad guys win at some point.
You have to pay extra at a massage parlor for one of those, though.
Yeah, true. So yeah, I don't know how this is going to turn out. We'll likely hear more sometime soon. Hopefully, it's turning out better than the Uncharted movie, because last word we heard on that, it just sounded awful.
Yep. And I also want to see, because if they want to keep it fresh and close to the series, they literally just have to take The Rock and CG different faces on him, because he is the only human alive with that body type.
The Rock playing everybody.
Marcus Phoenix. Dom.
Yeah.
Dom's wife, Maria.
I'd accept that. I would accept that. Okay, let's talk about this week's new releases. So, actually, I'm going to cover the stuff that we missed as well, because there was a couple really awesome ones. That's definitely going to be up on our list here. First of which, we had Outlast 2 that came out April 25th. Fucking phenomenal horror game. Highly recommend it. Also, it
makes you super aware that your crotch is a vulnerable spot.
Yes. Oh, dear God. We also got Walking Dead Season 3's Episode 4 and What Remains of Edith Finch. Finch. Both amazing. Also, in April, the last week of April, we had Warhammer 40k, Dawn of War 3, Little Nightmares, and Mario Kart 8.
What was it? What's that game?
Which one? Little Nightmares?
No. Why did I forget that game now? That sniper game that nobody gives a shit about.
Sniper Ghost Warrior 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're actually getting a review of that done as well, so that's on its way.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. We'll be talking about that sometime very soon when we're ready to talk about it. So, yeah. Next, this week that just passed, we had I'm going to mispronounce this game, and I apologize, Atlas, beforehand, the Caligula Effect. Crazy Vita exclusive RPG from the creator of Persona 1 and 2.
Caligula?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Fucked up game. Highly recommend taking a look at it. Also another review that we're going to be having on the site very soon. Also, we have Prey and Dreamfall Chapters, The Longest Journey. All came out this week. This week coming, we have Birthday's The Beginning for Windows and PS4.
Yep. Butcher,
a 2D shooter that's just ridiculously bloody. That's coming for PS4. Also, Loco Roco Remastered.
Yes.
PS4 as well. NBA Playgrounds, which looks fucking great. It looks like
Accidentally
a jam.
And it was accidentally released early on PSN, I believe,
Oh, nice.
for a brief period. Yeah, I don't know if they took it down yet, though.
Probably. And that's Windows, PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch. Also, for Switch fans and fans of Minecraft, Minecraft comes out May 11th on the Nintendo Switch. So, something to look forward to. Maybe.
Also, side note, don't lick Switch cartridges. I tried it finally.
Why? Why would you do that?
Because I needed to see. You ever just climb a really tall mountain or like a building? You just want to see.
After I just get done seeing all of the people I hired for this site would not do it. You did it.
I didn't know you said that. I didn't. Was that?
I said that on like 3 podcasts ago.
Oh, did I? Oh, well, I had to. I watched the guys at Penny Arcade do it, and like they're my heroes, kind of. And I was like, well, you know, fucking Mike Krahuliak and Jerry Hoskins can do it. This motherfucker can, and I did.
Okay, I guess if they did it, it's fine. But
yeah. And it was awful.
If they jumped off a bridge, would you? We're not going to go with that.
Yeah, I would. You know.
Jesus.
But yeah, it truly was a terrible. Like, it's so bitter. It's literally the most bitter chemical known to man. It's the shit they put in antifreeze to make kids say like, "Yeah, antifreeze tastes bad. Let's not drink that anymore." Like, that's that chemical. You want to know why shampoo tastes bad? That's why. Like, it's widely used, and Nintendo was just like, oh, let's dip these bad boys in the shit stink. Put it in your yap now, you little bastards. And I was like, I will. Fucking don't tell me how to live my life.
Jesus fucking Christ, guys. All right. Well, that's everything for this week. And if you like this podcast, definitely give us a like and subscribe. Probably be some more videos here and the subscribe button somewhere over here. And for GameItAll.com, I'm Lucas Grimm.
I'm David Punch the Easter Bunny and possibly getting beat up by Peter Molyneux.
And you guys have a great night.
See ya.